Good evening, here's top news newsletter starting with headlines. Perpetrators of reckless gas bombing in Homs apprehended. Syrian army evacuates scores of families from eastern Ghouta. Iraqi army regains control over southern Tikrit. Air Asia QZ 8501, 40 bodies found in missing plane search. In the Syrian view, terrorists have exploded a car bomb at the entry of Roglos gas station outside Homs after the station's protection unit warded off their attack on it. A source at Oil and Mineral Resources Ministry said that the explosion in the station, which includes the South Central Region Factory of Gas and Ebla Gas Factory, after a protection unit clashed with terrorists. The explosion left casualties and little material damage at the entry of the station, while the infrastructure of the two factories have not damaged, and the factories are still working, as many 8 members of the two factories' protection units were martyred and several others wounded in the explosion. Units of the army secured evacuation of scores of families from Douma city and Zibdin town in eastern Ghouta area in Damascus countryside. Those families ran off from the violence and terrorism of Takfiri organizations, which have been attacking civilians and committing crimes against humanity. Chairman of the national team Khalid Marashli said that 31 families, including women, children and elderly, arrived at the Wafidin camp and were transported to temporary housing center in Qudsaya area in cooperation with the Syrian army and popular committees in Douma city. Marashli indicated that the psychological and health conditions of the evacuees were very bad and they were in a state of panic as terrorists warned them that they will be in danger if they get out. Yet they were surprised when the state provided all their basic needs. Politically, the government has set up national plans and strategic program to develop the agriculture sector and reduce the heavy losses inflicted upon the sector, which constitutes an essential pillar to achieve self-sufficiency and food security. Prime Minister Wael Halaki said, addressing participants at the opening of Farms General Union Council session. Al-Halaki underlined efforts exerted to establish food and agriculture industries to meet needs of local market, including seeds, fertilizers, agricultural products, and fooders. He stressed the importance of the external market to promote local agriculture products, particularly in friendly countries, highlighting the key role of popular and vocational organizations, as well as farmers and their adherence to their lands in facing terrorism and enhancing the steadiness of the country. In the Iraqi view, the Iraqi army backed by popular mobilization troops entered the town of Dulabiye, southern Tikrit, as security sources told media that Salahuddin province is almost regained completely. The Iraqi army also regained control over several towns and villages in the vicinity of Samarra, northern Baghdad, securing the highway that links the city to the areas which lies to the south. At least 40 bodies have been recovered from the sea in the search of missing Air Asia flight QZ 8501 in the Indonesian Navy says. The bodies were spotted along with debris floating in the Java Sea of the Indonesian part of Borneo, in one of the search zones for the plane. While there has been no official confirmation that the remains come from the plane carrying 162 people from Suparia in Indonesia to Singapore disappeared on Sunday, and the search operation is now in its 3rd day, with the area widened to cover 13 zones over land and sea. Greece Parliament will be dissolved and the country will hold snap elections within the next month, risking a nasty fallout for Greece's fragile economic recovery. The need for snap elections were triggered after Greece Parliament was unable to secure enough votes to install a new president. Opinion polls indicate the popular anti-austerity party, Caesarea, could win the must-vote support at the upcoming election. This is a party that wants to renegotiate the terms of Greece's €240 billion pilot package with the International Monetary Fund, European Commission and European Central Bank. The party has also voted to reverse many of the reforms that have helped Greece return to economic growth and said it plans to introduce billions in spending programs that would hike wages and increase pensions. That's all for today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nibal Hneidi. Good night.